Welcome back to another video. We're down the yard nice and early this afternoon because we've actually got physio for Willow. If you haven't seen the last vlog, he is lame. Let me stick you up here. Yeah, Willow is lame. We were meant to go to a show last weekend. Yeah, last weekend, to do the Royal International 2025 early qualifier. But the weather was turning anyway. That's another problem we've had. They've been in the stables for about 3 days now. Out for an hour whilst I muck out, but coming back in because the weather has been terrible. But yeah, we were meant to go to the show on the Sunday. We knew there was weather warnings in place, so we were a bit like, don't know whether we bother taking him anyway. And it was like hour and 45-minute drive, which I don't like doing long journeys with them anyway. So our thoughts were a bit like, shall we bother going? But I rode him the Saturday like I always do before a show, and he just didn't feel right. He absolutely fine, like walking, warming him up, nothing, didn't feel nothing. And then on the right rein, felt absolutely perfectly fine, walk, trot and canter. But on the left rein, every so often when you went into trot, he just felt funny. And it was only really trot that I feel it in. You can't feel it in canter. And I got off him, put him on the lunge, lunged him, and I was like, doesn't look lame, but when you ride him, he doesn't feel right. So then I thought, could be the ground, because back then the ground was still rock hard then. So I thought, did he have a funny step, tread on like a lump of mud or something hard? But I was like, no, it just doesn't feel right. So we decided we weren't going to the show, whatever, anyway. And then pulled him out, gave him a trot up the next day, and he just didn't seem right. I think he's done something to his left shoulder. So my first point of call is always the physio, unless they're crippled lame and you know they need a vet. It's physio first. So got a hold of them. We put him on box rest for a few days, which everyone's in anyway, because the weather has been absolutely torrential rain. So physio is due out any minute now to come see him and give him a once over. As I say, I think he's tweaked his left shoulder. He's done it before, a year or so ago when he just slipped in the field and hurt his shoulder. So we'll see what physio says about that. Whether that is what he has done, and what the plan is going forward. We do have his next show that he is meant to be going to is sort of end of October time, but that is the London International semi-finals. So hopefully we can get him back on board and back going ready for that show. But yeah, just waiting for them to turn up now. As I say, he's been in for a few days, so when we trot up, it's I think he's going to be lively. He's a nightmare to do a trot up anyway, in just a head collar, because he just goes. He's not strong, he's not silly, he just knows he's in a head collar. I could put the bridle on him, but literally for a 2-minute trot up, I'll just stick the rope over his nose. That's fine. See what they've got to say. I don't know how much of it I will get filmed, because I don't like filming people doing their jobs. I'm still not very confident vlogging. It's half asleep over there, aren't you? Hey? But yeah, everything. So I thought I'd bring you along for the afternoon, have a catch up, have a chit chat, everything. So horse box is down here, that's broken down. Luckily we think that's an easy fix, but Steve, he takes it to work. So he come home from work yesterday, parked up outside and couldn't get it out of out of reverse. So the gear selector has gone or something. So our mechanic is amazing. He's a good friend of ours. But I bring him straight up and tell him what's happened. And then he FaceTimes me, we go under the bonnet, and he can tell me straight away what's gone wrong with it, what bit is broken. So then he sends me a link to order the part. So we're just waiting for that to turn up now. But he says that my kids will be able to fix that. So Steve's not the most mechanical person ever. Hey, baby. Shall we get you fixed? Don't eat me. Hey? Yeah, so hopefully that is just going to be a quick, easy fix. But yeah, just waiting now. I'm going to grab his head collar. I brushed him off earlier because it's a nightmare. When they do the massage, they just get so greasy and dirty fingers. Yeah, I always try to give them a good brush off before they turn up. So they don't think my horses are absolutely filth. But yeah, just waiting for her to turn up now. So I've pulled him out of his stable. I've skipped him out and everything. So everything is ready for when he goes back in. Hey, baby, you've got something in your eye. Hold on. Yeah. Hopefully you can hear me over this wind, because where we've had torrential rain for 4 days, 3 days, 4 days. Yeah, it's now dried up, stopped raining. This morning was the last day of the rain, but it's now just gone really windy. But yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow we can return back to some sort of normality, and hopefully you can go back out once we find out what's wrong with you. But yeah, just waiting for her to turn up now, and we'll see what she says you've done. But yeah, and then hopefully we'll have some sort of plan to move forward from here. Yeah, as I say, he's not lame. He just doesn't feel right. He's 12 now. I've had him since he was 4 years old. I know him inside out, so I can know straight away when he's just not feeling right. But yeah, hopefully we get answers today and have a plan to move forward. I would assume it would just be take it steady for a bit and walk. Yeah, as I say, the horse box is out of action. It's Friday today. The parts should be here either tomorrow or Monday, and then it's when they will fix it. So if she tells me he needs to go out hacking, we'll have to go hacking straight across the road, which is so hard to get across that main road. So you have to really pick your timings right to get when there's the least amount of traffic. But whatever, we will do whatever is needed. Yeah, it's like the car graveyard here at the moment, because the other horse box, although works, it hasn't got an MOT yet. It still need to fix bulbs, lights, some bits like that before we can take that in for an MOT. Our one, of course, will be fixed. It doesn't look like it's going to be a hard fix, but it's just waiting for the part. But yeah, no, I've got no plans to do anything with the other horses today. Anyway, because me and Lewis both had a cold at the beginning of the week, and all the cold has gone, but I just feel really cold and tired now. So yeah, no plans to do anything with the other horses today. So yeah, hey, beautiful. He's just wanting some attention, aren't you? You're loving all this. Backing him to ride. I think he's really enjoying more time being spent with him now. I always let the babies be babies and don't do much with them, but I think he's really enjoying the attention. Hey. So he has all been seen to. I didn't get anything filmed because we were just chatting for ages. So yeah, just they've treated all my horses for absolutely years. And of course they helped me when Willow had done his suspensory. So we were just chatting, we were catching up for ages, but he's all sorted now. Yes, I was correct. He was tight in his left shoulder, tight a few other places as well, his pole, neck. We know every time they come out to him, he's always a bit tight anyway. But yeah, I was right. When we done the trot up, he's tracking up well behind, head carriage is fine. He was just very slightly short on the left leg. So we've gone through this so much with Willow over the years that I'm really beginning to learn myself on how to determine what's wrong with him. So she's done loads of massage, whatever they do to him, and done the laser and everything. So the plan now for him, she says he's absolutely fine. He's miserable now because he just wants to go to bed. He's absolutely fine. We need to rug him up, keep him nice and warm to keep the muscles warm. He's not allowed to do anything tonight anyway, Willow. He's got to have tomorrow off, but out in the field so he can stretch, but rug him up tomorrow so he just keeps warm. And then light work Sunday so we can take him hacking. And then from next week, back to normal. And I said to her about the show that is end of October, and she said absolutely fine. You know, there should be no problems at all with him doing that. So she thinks, he's scraping the floor. She just thinks that because I have been up in his work to go to last week's show, which was the early Royal International qualifier, where I've been up in his work there and trying to really, I've been focusing on trying to get him to really push from behind, lifting the canter, trying to get his gallop going. It's just been all that added into it, and the hard ground and everything that has caused him to tense up like this. So thank God he's not broken. There is nothing majorly wrong with him. We know he's a pansy horse. We know that. If you walk past something and he bangs his leg on the wheelbarrow, he'll walk off on a lame stride anyway. We know that is what he is like anyway. So yeah, thank God he's actually okay and is all sorted. But yeah, so the few days off, back to normal. She did say about he can have a hot water bottle on his shoulder if I want as well. I don't know whether that's taking it a bit too far, but I might see if we can. I think I've got a hot water bottle at home. Willow gets everything he needs, doesn't he? So yeah, but thank God I'm just going to rug him up now, put him to bed, and yeah, that's the end of this video. If you want to follow along with his journey, it's been a bit of a chatty one today, but yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon for the next one. Bye.